MMOGA, your gaming specialist with killer prices.
So, hello and welcome here from Italy, one of the most famous tracks out in this world, the Autodromo di Nazionale Monza. We have on the program today League B. After the Red Bull Ring or Red Bull Circuit 2 weeks ago, we saw deruige here in the BMW winning both races, and now we are heading directly into the qualification. The qualification again, I can explain it again. It's 10 minutes duration, and after that 10 minutes qualification we see the Super Pole, that is at the end the mode with one hot lap, so the 4 fastest driver from the qualification starts then in the Super Pole and gaining more points for the qualification. So the winner of the Super Pole gets 2 bonus points for winning the Super Pole, and the 4 fastest of the qualification who reaching the Super Pole getting 1 point plus to the driver championship. Yeah, we see here deruige, the current leader of the League B championship in the BMW with the new livery. The Italian livery here looks very cool, I have to say. Also, hello to the stream. As usually, today is race time for League B. We have Tuesday. And let's see what our League B drivers can do here Yeah, we have here McMillan in the GTR. GTR, I think, is here one of the strongest cars because of the lane speed on the straights. And yeah, we have then Simbalora. He's on position 4. Then Callum, on position 4 in the championship, of course. Then we have Callum, our German friend, here in the McLaren GT4. He's currently on position 2 in the championship. Then here Mark van Hees, he was missing last round 2 weeks ago at Red Bull circuit. He had to work, and we see here also his new livery. It's the Kit Kat livery, so he switched from Kinder Chocolate to Kit Kat. Maybe it tastes better. Maybe he likes it more than the Kinder Chocolate. Maybe we see next round Kinder Bueno. We will see. But it's always interesting about his liveries. But yeah, let's see if that chocolate is faster than the previous one. Then we have the Nameless, currently on position 5 in championship, and he goes straight here in the second chicane. And it looks, yeah, we have here now a bit from the track, on the track surface. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Mike, one of our League A drivers, also in a BMW. Are you excited about Thursday, about League A? I'm looking also forward to this race. I think we see today and on Thursday very close racing here on this fast circuit. So, and yeah, we see here, I think the first driver who sets a time here will be McMillan in the GTR, and the first time, yeah, it's not that fast now. I think there was an overtaking as well. As 57.1, we saw that much faster. I think the times will be something around 1:55 mid. Hey Will, welcome to the stream here as well. And I think we had here a contact between Callum and deruige. I think I have also to see. So. And deruige goes again out to track. And yeah, we have here the first really fast time set from Batty7, a 55.473. So he's on position 1 right now, 1 second in front of Mark van Hees. But we know that Callum can also go these times. But till now, yeah. Hey, RM, Patrick, I think. Yo, hello and welcome to the stream here, to the EGT4M. We are currently here on the Monza circuit, the Autodromo Nazionale di Monza, with our League B. So yeah, we're looking forward to a very close racing here. I'm going a bit through the field. We have here the Hyundai from Manuel 5025. The Ferrari were pretty fast here during the trainings, as well as the GTRs and the McLarens, so the cars which I predicted 2 weeks ago on the Red Bull circuit are fast here. In the BOP test we saw also that the cars will be here pretty fast, because the car suits the track here very good because of the top speed. The BMW is also a very good car here. Let's see, at 55.8. So we have 55.218 from Batty, half a second behind him McMillan, 55.814. But I think we will see a bit faster times here. We also have to remember that there was a game update today. Some drivers contacted me already and told me that there are slightly changes to the tire wear. I have not tested it myself till now, but yeah, we'll see what's the tire wear now, what is changed. But we have currently Batty McMillan, Mark van Hayes, Callum in the Super Pole. So these 4 drivers are currently in the Super Bowl, are allowed to drive in the Super Bowl. But we have here Callum now a bit faster than his last time. But we saw him, I think, already. I don't know, Mike, maybe you can tell me that. I think that Callum already drove in the trainings also 55 something. I think he can drive faster than this 56.6. Let's see what for a time he drives now. It's a bit slower maybe in the Parabolica. He lost a bit time there. 56.782 from Simbalora, so there's a bit time in as well. Yeah, Will, I don't know, I haven't tried it as well till now, but yeah, we'll see. There's, I think, nothing mentioned in the game update notes, I think. But yeah, we will see the tire usage here during the Monza race. But here, normally the tire wear is not that high like on other tracks like Suzuka or what for other track has very high tire wear. I think Dragon Trail Gardens also have a very high tire wear. Alsace, I think, also. Manuel went straight there, dark as well. He drives today with his new livery. Last race 2 weeks ago it was a bit too close, his entry and to finish everything, the livery and everything. But now we see that the livery is finished, the number plate is also on the car, so everything's set here. So, and we look Batty, yeah, 55.218 and 55.365, so he's very confident as well. Yo, but still, Patrick, thank you for showing up here in the stream. Yeah, I wish you a good night, and yeah, hopefully we see us in the next season. If you want, there are also a few spots left in this season. Maybe if you want to join this season as well. But yeah, and we see here Turismo Lici, our host from today, was writing already in the chat that this is the last lap, so every driver is now allowed to finish his current lap. And we see then the first 4 drivers, and yeah, Batty is slower, deruige as well, and McMillan can still drive a fast lap, but I see nobody else that consistent like Batty is 7 right now. And of course he has the best chances today because he missed to his work time, his work schedule. He was missing the last race and he has already missed 2 races. So Batty 7 is not that up front somewhere in the Drivers' Championship. That means he will start pretty forward in the first rows in the starting grid in the sprint race, because in the sprint race we start with the Driver Championship turned. So yeah, and I think that lap is over as well because McMillan has a time penalty as well. So let's see if Mark van Hayes can reach the Super Pole as well. So currently we have Batty 7, deruige, McMillan and Callum 719 in the Super Pole qualification. And also guys in the stream, if something is too loud, for example the stream or the microphone, or is not loud enough, simply tell me that in the stream chat and I will fix that as soon as possible. And I'm switching through the field and it looks like that nobody can set a faster lap, I think. Yeah, Nameless cannot as well. Position 7. So this from position 5 till 10 are the current starting lineup for the main race. And now we are looking for our pole setters. So Batty 7, deruige, McMillan and Callum 719 are heading to the Super Pole. So in a second we will switch then, and in the Super Pole qualification the drivers are allowed to drive with the soft tires So yeah, that podium interview, of course, it's wrong. So yeah, the host. So yeah, Will is setting now the lobby settings for the Super Pole, so soft tires and everything. And yeah, we see here we are partner from Fanatec and MMOJ. So if you plan to buy a new wheel, for example, do it simply over the EGT4M homepage. It's EGT4M.com. The links are all in the description as well. And MOGA game cards and game keys, simply click the link in the description and you reach the MMOGA homepage. And yeah, we see here also on the right side the next event on Thursday, the 8th of November. League A is the next event. So Marcola, Rotec and all the other drivers are competing there for big points as well. And then also, if you or we would appreciate it very much if you give a little tip here for the EGT4M to support us for bigger prizes and for more season. Of course, it's free to you if you want to support the EGT4M. The link for our PayPal is in the description, so if you want to give us a little tip, then we would appreciate that, of course, very much. So now we are looking to the Super Pole now. So the first driver is the driver from position 4 in the qualification, so that is column 719 in the McLaren. So he will be the first driver who sets a Super Pole qualification lap here. So yeah, the mode is simply is not simply, it's very easy to describe. It's an out lap, it's a fast lap and an in lap, and that's it. So every driver has only one lap. And yeah, Mark van Hees, I know that many say donation, but there is a reason why I say tip. So in German it's Trinkgeld. There is a difference between tip and donations, like Trinkgeld and Spende. That's also two different things. And I'm saying tip with a good reason. Say it like that. So yeah, so we are heading into the first Super Pole qualification lap here with column 719. And the next driver is going to go out of the pits. It's McMillan. He's leaving the pits right now, so that's going hand in hand here. Callum here heading to the second chicane, smashing down the gears to the second gear, trying not to get here a penalty. In the Super Pole would be that the worst case here, get a penalty. Here now everything looks good. I think we'll see here now 54 times. 54 something, we'll see. And the stream already written Go Kai. So column 719 is heading now to the last corner to the Parabolica, and then we have the first time set here. No penalties till now for Callum, and I think there will come no penalties in the last corner to his time. And out of the Parabolica looked pretty good. And now over the finish line, and it's a that's not, I think that's not fast enough. 56.0. So we have 56.046, the first Super Pole time. The pole time, Castor, you can play it again if you put the slider more to the left, and it was 55.2. Yeah, like Mike wrote it right now. So 55.2 was the pole time for the qualification. And now McMillan starts the Super Pole qualification lap. Now through the first chicane, and he goes a bit wide there, a bit too fast on the exit. Yo, hello Prasi. Very nice to see you also joining us here in the EGT4M League B we have here today on the plans. Good evening to you. We are currently here in the Super Pole qualifications with the driver on position 3 from the qualification. So yeah, we saw the first time was a 56.046 from Callum, and now we see McMillan on track on his flying lap with the number 118. GTR, one of the fastest cars here. braking now. And now he's heading to the Parabolica, then out of the Parabolica and then over the finish lane. So what will his time be? deruige also on track now. Driver from position 2 out of the qualification, and McMillan now flying out of the Parabolica over the finish lane, and it's slower because of the mistake, I think, in the first corner. That's now position 2 right now. And now we see the leader of the League B championship, the current leader. He's now going into his flying lap. Yeah, that's true, Brasi. Looks like streaming is the new television. So let's see the first sector time from deruige now. Which we don't see, of course. But we see he is attacking very hard with the BMW here over the curbs. Looks pretty good. He's one of the drivers here in the field who's driving without traction control. And his car controls are pretty amazing. And we see how he is pushing this car here. It's maybe not the fastest car on straight, but the cornering of that car is insane. And we see it here, he's 9/10 faster. So he wants to go with a big step in direction championship here. Last corner, Parabolica. I was a bit late on the brake, a bit unstable here through the Parabolica. Not optimal, but I think we see here a new fastest lap. It's a 54.9, so pretty good lap here from deruige. And he will be on position 2. That would be his worst now. If Batti will drive a new fastest lap, then he will be on position 2. So currently we have deruige in front of Callum 719 and McMillan. So Batti 7 now heading into his flying lap here in the Super Pole. So who gets the 2 points here for winning the Super Pole qualification? Maybe also important to mention, in the sprint race we have the fan boost active, so the last week everybody could vote on our homepage EGT4M.com for his driver that he's getting the fan boost. That means 2% more power for the car in during the sprint race. And yeah, we have Batti here 2/10 faster than deruige currently through sector 1. Now through the 2 double right-hander. Let's jump here on his car. Get no sector times here, but it looks pretty fast. Also to mention here that the drivers are driving right now with the soft tires. So now last corner, Parabolica. And I think we will see here a new fastest lap. But that could get very close. And no, it's no fastest lap. It's a 55.288. So deruige again on pole position like on Red Bull circuit. So yeah, that means we have deruige on position 1. We have deruige on position 1, then Patty 7 on position 2, and on position 3 we have Callum 719, and on position 4 we have McMillan. So yeah, that was the qualification for today, and everything is set now for the sprint race. So yeah, we go in a short break around 2 or 3 minutes, and then we are back with the EGT4M sprint race.
Trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end we will be one. In a trail of fire I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and
So we are back here now with the sprint race. The sprint race grid, starting grid, is turned from the championships. So deruige, the leader of the championship, is of course on position 10 now. So, and we see now the race start here. League B, Monza sprint race. We see up Callum 719. Has fan boost here. And the cars are heading into the first chicane. Patty 7 already in front. Little touch here from Taki. Is there damage? No. Let's see here through the field. And we have here Rabauke with a crash. We looked at when we have time here. and Buddy could already drive a few tenths of a second in front. McMillan on position 6. deruige has a little penalty there. Could only take one position, I see it correctly here. So let's jump in front. Yep, Buddy 7 now 1 second ahead of Darky on position 2 in the Corvette. Then we have in the Hyundai Manuel 5025. Then we have Mark van Hees in the Kit Kat Lamborghini. Then we have the Nameless, the driver from position 2 weeks ago in the main race. Then we have McMillan in the GTR. And here we see overtake from Callum against Simolora. And he is on position 7, but he goes wide there. And that looks like Callum is now on the last spot, so worst case happened here. Let's see now. Everything was good here. Was there a contact? Oh no, he was simply braking too late, so it was our own mistake here. And now he's on the 10th position. And yeah, we have Buddy 7 now, 1.6 seconds ahead. But of course he's one of the faster guys here in League B, but starts much up front here in the sprint race because he missed already 2 races here in this season. That's why he's not that up front. McMillan already on position 4, so he went pretty good through the field. And deruige already attacking Simbalora, and Simbalora going wide there. Now I want to see if there was contact. Looks like that there was contact. And now deruige directly behind the Nameless, and he goes to the inside, and that's a clean overtake from deruige. But the Nameless maybe can counter here. The Ferrari is one of the fastest cars here on this track. Of course, the Italian car is here fast. Maybe he can counter here, but deruige has slipstream from McMillan. Yeah, but the Nameless is not attacking. And here, attack. Oh, looks like Simba hasn't seen Mark van Hees there. But no damage between the cars. Let's jump into Callum's car. He's the driver with the fan boost, with 2% more power. He had a mistake in the parabolica. He completely missed the braking point there and went straight into the sand, to the gravel. Mark van Hees fighting there very hard. Manuel directly behind Darky, so he won maybe the 2nd place now in the next few corners. And Buddy 7 is already flying away because they are fighting here. But that looks like a good opportunity here for Manuel, and Darky got again a penalty there. And now side by side. But now McMillan and deruige are flying direction Manuel 5025. And we have already 4 from 8 laps, and here we have overtake. Is that now the overtake from Manuel? That looks good. Yeah, that looks good. But Darky tries to counter. So most probably in the slipstream he can counter now. But he has to go into the slipstream, and he's getting closer and closer now. And there was contact. And Darky lost their space. And McMillan lost the car there. Also so 2 from the top 3 drivers have already thrown away the car. Let's see what happened there. Was lap 2, that we don't want to see that. Now we don't see it anymore. Too bad. But it looked like that he lost the car there over the curb. And Batty 7 already 10 seconds in front, and deruige, of course, the happy third man here. On position 2 now, Darky on 3, the Nameless on 4, also a very good race from him, but already in fights with Manuel. But the Ferrari is here very hard to overtake because the cars are very fast. And Callum is already back to position 6. Let's see the times in front, the 2:1, 57, 2:00. So yeah, Callum maybe can reach Manuel and the Nameless till the end of the race. But he's driving, of course, against deruige, and deruige has already won the Super Pole and gained 3 more points, so 2 more points than Callum 719. And he's now on position 2. I think the gap between Batty and deruige is simply too big, because Batty could fly away from corner 1 here because of his better starting position. Still, second place is pretty good for him. But if the cars are close, even if the car in front is faster than your car, you can match up the speed because of the slipstream, so it's pretty hard to get away from your opponent if nobody makes mistakes. Let's see if there are other cars pretty close. Yeah, and McMillan had to pit, so his race is completely wasted. He has now to recover in the main race. Dark is still on a very strong 3rd place here. And the Nameless got a 2.1 second penalty. Or maybe that's the chance for Manuel as well. Darky has no penalty. Yeah, Mike, I like these slipstream races because they're very close all the time, because nobody can escape his opponents because of the slipstream. So Batty7 and deruige are the two drivers which are a bit up front, and then it's much closer. Darky, the Nameless, Manuel, and also Callum, but he has also a penalty here. But he's coming closer and closer, and he has also the fan boost. Let's jump in the front camera on his car and looking at the time difference. Manuel is now in the slipstream. Let's see the top speed with 2%. 55.1, so almost the same speed than Batty7 up front, 55.086. And Manuel has overtaken now. Let's see if we see that in the replay. On the outside he overtakes the Nameless, and now Manuel is the new driver on position 4. But still it's very interesting because Callum is getting closer and closer to the pack here. And he has it a bit easier maybe to overtake with his 2% more power. And the Nameless made a mistake there. And Callum could overtake him here. And he's through. So, and Manuel now attacking Darky. He wants on the podium for the sprint race. Oh, he was their contact. And Callum maybe can be the lucky driver which can get the advantage out of this situation. But he has 2% more power, of course. And Callum back to position 3, so from last to 3 now. Let's see the Nameless on 5, Darky now from 3 to 6, so the pack, he's now last spot of this pack, but still he can go a bit up front. And there was a contact between the Nameless and Darky, and that's maybe the opportunity for Simbalora. Let's see, he has dark damage. Yeah, he has splitter damage front. So maybe that's the chance for Simbalora. Mark van Hees has also damage on position 8. Yeah, and Batty and deruige are up front, flying away. Let's see the times. Yeah, 55.6, 55.7, 0.2, and that's the win for Batty7. Congratulations here. His second sprint race win in the EGT4M. Then on position 2 we have deruige. Then on position 3, very good cover from Callum. On position 4 we have Manuel, on 5 we have Nameless, Simbalora, on 6 Darky, lost 10 very many places. On position 7 Mark van Hayes in his Kit Kat Lamborghini. On position 8, on 9 we have Rabok and Macmillan, maybe the most unlucky driver here. On position 10 after he lost his car and smashed into the wall. Very bad luck for him here. So, but that's it. That was the sprint race. So again, congratulations to the podium, to Batty7, to deruige and to Callum. And now we see the main race with 24 laps, so 23 laps plus 1 formation lap. So we see the formation lap here again. Yeah, we see here a short break. Yeah, we make here a little break till the main race starts. And yeah, I hope I see you guys again. Thank you also for joining the stream, watching here. We also see here next event on the right side on 8th of November. So this Thursday we have League A here with Makula and with Rotek and with Crazy John and all the other League A drivers. And yeah, so we see us in a few minutes here to the main race.
In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be one. In a trail of fire, I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Mind is willing, soul remains. This one cannot be saved. Find the thought into the fire. Mind is willing, soul remains. This one trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end we will be one. In a trail of fire I'll burn before you bury me. Set your sights on the sun. Something's tearing me down, and I can't help but feel it's coming from you. She's a shotgun bride with the trigger cries. I just wonder what we've gotten ourselves into. In the trail of fire, I know we will be free again. In the end, we will be.
So, I am back here now. So, hello to the stream again, to all here in the stream right now. Thank you for joining us here today for the League B. Yeah, we saw now the sprint race of round 4 here on Monza, and Batty 7 won it in front of deruige and Callum 719. Now we see the main race. On pole position we have here deruige, then Batty 7, then Callum 719, and then McMillan. McMillan also had a very good sprint race till the point when he lost his GTR and crashed into the wall. That's the reason why he's on position 10. Also Darky was also very strong, but in the last 2 laps he was going from 3 to 7. Maybe he was a bit unlucky, but yeah. So we are waiting now for the start of the main race. So I already saved the replay. So yeah, a few words for the EGT4M. We are driving here GT4, so Group 4 cars, and we are also partner with Fanatec and MMOJA. We see here on the left side in the screen right now. So if you plan to buy a new wheel over Fanatec or buying game cards or game keys, then your right spot is here in the EGT4M. The links are in the description here in the video, and also if you join or if you go on our homepage EGT4M.com, you can reach our partner links there. And also on the right side we see on 8th of November we have the League A here on the Monza circuit here. So that will be very interesting and very cool as well. I'm pretty sure about that. So yeah, in the main race we are starting. The grid will be the result of the qualification and the Super Pole we had before here, a few minutes and before the sprint race. And yeah, and then we are heading into the formation lap. So the first lap will be a formation lap, and then we have the race start, and we jump here directly on this track here. So yeah, final here EGT4M round 4 main race we have here. Hopefully for a very interesting and very cool race here. And we have here deruige in front of Party 7, Callum, Dan McMullen, Mark van Hayes, Rabauke, Simbalora, Nameless, Manuel and Darky 612. So, the drivers are starting now, and then we are heading into the formation lap. That means one time around the circuit here. And then a flying race start. Deruige is like the safety car. He gives the tempo here, the speed in the first lap. It's not allowed to drive full speed in the first lap, and then in 2 rows we drive here over the start-finish lane, and directly after the pit entry and the late is the earliest starting point, so the grid positions drawn into the track. There is the starting area, so directly after the pit entry there's the earliest spot to start the race, and the latest spot of course is the start finish lane, so nobody's allowed to overtake the leader before he reached the start finish lane. So it's completely up to deruige to open the race here like in normal racing series. So we see here the drivers are driving now their warm-up lap here. The drivers are also that looks like there is a problem with the starting grid. So I don't know yet what's the problem there. But yeah, now after Parabolica they have to start with the rows, and they are starting right now. So, and the race start will be in a second. And here is the race start. Buddy directly behind deruige, and the drivers are all behind each other now in the slipstream. I think the problem was that the Nameless was on position 8 and Simba on position 7, but they made their grid by themselves. So, through the first corner, and there's a incident. Let's put the marker there and watch it then in a few minutes. And Callum is attacking Batty 7 here. Batty 7 is covering the inside up. No. Oh, and Mark van Hayes is crashing into Callum, I think was it. And the Nameless. Let's look through the field. And Manuel 5025 has already damage on the front. Oh, and deruige almost lost his car there. And Batty is coming closer and closer. Side by side to the Parabolica, the Lamborghini. The Ferrari is a bit faster than the BMW. Very hard fight there. But it looks like that Callum has no damage here from the incident with Mark van Hayes. Also McMullen no damage. Simbalora no damage as well, but he's refueling his car completely, and we have here the first pit stops. But we're jumping directly up front here. And deruige is still on position 1, so he could defend against Batty7, his fast Ferrari on the straight. So his Italian livery BMW M4 are still up front. So the championship leader after his Super Pole win is leading the main race here, but Batty7 will be right behind him. But Callum is also very close behind. So the Nameless still with damage on the rear. Then on 7 we have Darky, on 8 we have Simbalora. Then Rabauke. So, and yeah, I heard right now from the host that 3 cars are stuck in the pits for him in his view, but here we can clearly see that all 10 drivers are driving, so nobody is stuck in the pits. So yeah, we are currently on lap 3 to 4, and we see that Batty7 now is in the lead, so we missed. So I'm sorry that we missed here the overtake from Batty7. So will be this here the next double win from a driver after the deruige's double win. But Batty7 made a little mistake there. Looked like he made a little mistake. And Callum right behind the deruige as well. The McLaren is also pretty fast here on this track. And McMullen is also only 3 seconds behind Batty7. He has to recover from the mistake in the sprint race where he's thrown out his car into the wall. Rabauke on 9, Simbalora on 8, 7 Darky, 6 Nameless, 5 Mark van Hayes, 4 McMullen, 3 Callum, deruige and Batty. So the 3 drivers of the sprint race have now exactly the same positions in the main race. So deruige now going to the pit. Let's look if we can catch him here. Yeah, he's now in the pit. The Nameless also in the pits right now, but he's leaving the pits. Darky right behind him, position 8 and 9, the 2 guys here, and then we have Manuel in the Hyundai on position 10. And here Callum in the sand, and that's the opportunity for Callum, and he pushed Callum again out in the sand, so that was not very sportsman. Let's see here again. He clearly touched Callum to the sand here. Callum lost their position. Yeah, hello, welcome Night Shift Racer to the EGT4M stream here from League B. And Batty7 is going now into the pits, the leader of the race. He's 4 seconds in front of McMillan. In the green Ferrari, let's see here his pit stop. Also McMillan is in the pits, and Simba Laura is leading the race now. It looks like the strategy for Batty. I don't want to say too much here. I don't say the strategies here if someone of the drivers are hearing the stream. Here I'm not telling the strategies, so I'm only showing here the fuel of the first cars. See here the fuel from Simba Laura, here from Batty7, so we can clearly see what for strategy Batty7 is going here. McMillan as well, and deruige as well, but he has always take a bit more fuel, but he goes wide there, losing the car. Rabok on 6, 7 nameless, 8 Callum. He lost many positions after the incident of McMillan. The race directors will watch this incident, I'm pretty sure, and there will come a report as well. I'm pretty sure that as well. But yeah, let's look here. In the lead, Simba Laura still. Then we have McMillan, then Mark van Hayes, deruige on 5, and on 6 we have Rabauke, 7 nameless, 8 Callum, 9 Darky, 10 Manuel 5025. So let's see if Batty can get closer or not. Mark van Hayes now on position 4, the winner of the first main race this season. On a good 4th position. Then on position 5 we have the leader of this season in League B. Yeah, but Simbalora still leading in front of Buddy, but Buddy could get a bit closer, and we have here a new fastest lap with a 55.039. So Buddy 7 got in a, I don't know how to say it, into a drive. In the sprint race he smashed almost every lap 55s. So a pretty decent speed here on this track, but the Ferrari is very good on this track, and the livery makes it not really slower, very fast, good looking livery as well. A fast looking livery. And here a bit snap oversteering out of the corner. McMahon still on position 3 after his mistake in the sprint race. Mark van Hayes also still on position 4. Let's see a bit more. The back we have here a fight between Rabauke, Nameless and Callum, and the Nameless now attacking Rabauke, and the Nameless is now in front. But let's jump now in the car from Callum, or the rear view from Rabauke, maybe that's looking better. We have Simbalora now the leader in the pits, but we are looking now on this fight. Callum stays to the inside. And again, slipstream fight here between Mercedes and McLaren. And now Callum is in front. No, but Rabauke with a good braking point could defend his 7th position. But out of corner now, again side by side. But now the McLaren is through. Very nice overtake, and the Nameless could drive a little gap there. And deruige has also overtaken Mark van Hayes. Let's see if we see that overtake here. And here he's going here into the inside, and very clean, very nice overtake. And on the brakes and through the corner, the BMW is very good. And we have deruige back on the podium here. We should also not forget that in a few minutes I'm starting the driver of the day voting. So around lap 12, so when we have half time, I'm putting here in the driver of the day voting link. And Buddy 7 again, 7.5 seconds leading in front of McMahon, and it's almost 9 seconds in front of deruige. Let's see here through the field, and Callum is close to the Nameless. Can he attack here already? not, let's look here in the to the rear camera of the Ferrari of the nameless. But Callum got not very well out of that corner and he cannot get really much in the slipstream there. But a bit better on the brakes here, Callum 719. And maybe now he went like the same speed out of the corner like the nameless. And now in the slipstream maybe. Can he start an overtake here? No. He's backing up. What's with Simbalora? Ah, he was in the pits. It looks like he was in the pits. But looks like a pretty good strategy from him as well. We will see. So now we are almost to the half of the race. And Batty 7 still leading in his Ferrari after the sprint race. It looks very good for him to win here the main race as well. Then on position 2 we have McMillan. But we have to have in mind the incident with Callum. Then deruige here on position 3, the leader of the championship right now in League B. Then on position 4 we have Simbar 2009 Laura in the Mercedes. Then we have on position 5 Callum, then the nameless, then Rabauke, Dargi, Mark van Hayes and Manuel. So let's see through the field now if there are some drivers close. Let's see if Callum can get closer to Simbar Laura. He's 24 seconds behind Batty 7. Also a very strong place from Nameless and Darky, position 6 and 7. Mark van Hayes on 8, Manuel on 9 and Rabauke on 10. So, and now attention to the stream chat. I'm posting now the link for the driver of the day voting. So please use the link and vote for your driver of the day. I post it again like that, then maybe it's a bit more clear if somebody is looking for the link. Driver of the day voting. Simply click the link and vote for your driver, and the driver who wins the driver of the day voting, which gets announced at the end of the stream, will get 1 point more for the championship standings. Right now we have already 3 votes. It's a head-to-head race between Party 7, Mark van Hees and Callum right now. So don't forget to vote. And we are looking back to the race here. Still 1.5, between 1.5 and 1.6 seconds between Simba Laura and Callum. I think that are currently the closest drivers here. No, Mark van Hees and Manuel are closer. And Manuel went a bit to the grass there. That's the chance for Mark van Hees to get a bit closer, but the Lamborghini, I tried the Lamborghini here as well. The car is not that fast like on other tracks. Like the Ferrari here, for example. And Party 7 is driving his race here. We see the consistency of his race here, 55-1, 55-1, 55-1. So very good race for him. And we have Callum here in the pits. So I think his 3rd pit stop here. So most probably he's driving now to the end. And we have Darky 612 here also in the pits with his Corvette. So he's going out now. We see his strategy now. Party 7 has to come to the pits as well. Same with him. He can stay a bit more outside on track. He as well, a few laps more. He will pit in a few laps as well, maybe in this or the next one. He was already in the pits 1 lap before. Manuel 5025 on position 7 with a penalty 0.3 tenths of a second. So but now we have the pit stop from the current leader. And Party 7 back on track. Let's look to the strategy, to the fuel he took. Yeah, and that's clear, I think. And the nameless in his Ferrari also in pits. Yo, hello, JB Rabbit. Welcome to the stream, to the League B race here on Monza. Party 7 already won the sprint race and he is leading this race as well because he was already in the pits and deruige has to pit again here. So we will see a leader change after his pit. Again, driver of the day voting. The link in the stream I posted again now. So here is the link again. So 5.6 seconds in front deruige, but he will come now most probably to the pit, to the last pit stop. And Simbalora, we see here his fuel in the car, would be also very interesting. And deruige now with his Italian BMW in the pits. Yeah, no problem for the update. Currently we have the podium with Buddy7, Simbalora and McMillan. Let's see if that is the end result or if something has changed till the end. But from the strategy, from the first three, when we look, we see the fuel inside the cars. So our Portuguese friend in the Hyundai also in the pits right now. We see the front of the car is very used, very damaged, very scratched. So we see now his tires coming out of the pits. Look through the field again. Here Callum on position 5 after the incident with McMillan. So he is the man of the recovering here today. He made a own mistake in the sprint race and went from position 2 to position 10 in one corner. He was braking the parabolica too late and went to the gravel, to the sand, and through the gravel into the sand, and he recovered to position 3. It was a very strong recovery from him in the sprint race, and now he is doing almost the same again. But I think here on position 5 it's over now, because 9 seconds in front of him now is deruige in the BMW, and it looks not like, if deruige makes no big mistakes here, that something will change there. Yeah, between him and deruige, can it be very close at the end when we look to the gaps? But Buddy7 now is still leading around 9 seconds, 8 seconds, almost 9 seconds in front of McMillan. So also here the next race we have here this week on Thursday, we have League A on 8 November, EGT4M with Marcola, Cobra, with Rotec, with Splash, with Verjon, with Magic World, and all other League A drivers. So it's worth to turn the stream on here to watch the EGT4M best drivers they're driving. I'm pretty sure that we see very nice, very fast races, like the entertaining League B here. I have to say that the race from League B on Red Bull circuit was more entertaining than this race right now, because the gaps are pretty, yeah, here we see the gaps between all cars, so everybody is driving almost alone there. But yeah, races like that can also happen. But still, I'm enjoying the League B from day one here. They are showing us very entertaining races, and the best race till now, of course, was the main race and the sprint race from the Red Bull circuit 2 weeks ago. That was simply amazing. So we have McMillan now on position 2. Still very strong race till now as well from him. Deruige on position 3. On position 4 we have Simbalora. Also a very good race here from him. Then we have Callum 719 on position 5. I think he thought that he can be more somewhere up front, but he was very unlucky today. The mistake in the sprint race, then the incident with McMillan. I think there was more possible. We see here he has the fastest sector, sector 1. But Simbalora is not that far away, maybe he can catch up to him. Simbalora has also a penalty from 0.8 tenths of a second. So maybe he can get closer there. Maybe we see there a fight for position 4 in the last few laps. So 4 laps to go, and we see here that Callum comes closer and closer to Simbalora. Let's see here the rear view camera. It's 3.8 seconds, 3.9. No, there was a little mistake, I think. From Callum, he lost there 0.3 of a second. But the tires on Simbalora's car are fresher. I think these two drivers here are the closest on the track right now. Let's see. Manuel and Mark van Hees are also 4.5 seconds. Now here, these two drivers here fighting for position 9. So maybe we see their position change as well. We have to look for that as well. But still, Buddy 7 on position 1, but he lost there a bit time because one lap was only 1:58.8, so maybe he made a mistake there. The difference between him and McMillan are only 6 seconds now, but I think it's still enough to secure this first position for the last 3 laps. McMillan here on position 2, and we see he drove a 55.2 against, yeah, but we see here deruige with a 54.760, the fastest lap here right now. Here we can see how fast this car is. And the difference between Simbar and Callum, but Callum has to come faster, closer to Simbalora, so that will be very hard to close the gap in the last 2 laps after this lap here. Here we have our chocolate friend Mark van Hees. In the first races he drove with a Kinder Chocolate Lamborghini, and now he switched to Kit Kat because it tastes better for him. But I think the Kinder Chocolate was giving him more luck than the Kit Kat on position 7. But currently the fastest driver out on the track is deruige. We see here 54.7, 55.6, 55.1, 54.8, and he is again faster. And McMillan is closing a bit the gap to Buddy as well. Maybe Buddy makes now a bit slower, that he can bring this first position into the finish without mistakes, that he is not driving completely on the limit anymore. Let's see the gap between Callum and Simbalora. Yeah, I think that Simba can bring this 4th position home. I don't think that Callum can close the gap here if Simbalora makes no mistakes till the end here. But yeah, we will see it in the next 2 laps, if he could or not, but he is trying very hard. But the Mercedes is very fast here on the straights as well, we see that here. Nameless on position 6, 7, Mark van Hees. And here that can be a fight here for position 7 as well between Mark van Hees and Manuel. But Manuel has 2.9 seconds penalty. And the damage as well. Oh, and there looks like deruige made a mistake, and now he has Simbalora very close behind him. And he has also a damage 2 laps before the end, and Simbalora comes closer and closer. Let's jump to the rear, and there are 0.9 seconds between them. And we have now in position 3 also a fight. Maybe the podium is not finished yet. And the gap between Buddy 7 and McMillan are still around 6 seconds. So nothing has changed very big there. But here can Simba come very close. So, but we are in a second, we are in the last lap. So it is also very hard for Simba to attack here at the end. The question is he trying or not? But deruige got a penalty here now. And the gap between Simba and Callum are still 3.8, 3.9 seconds. And Manuel, we see it, has overtaken Mark van Hayes. He's now the new driver on position 7. But we stay here now for the podium decision. Only 1.1 seconds between deruige and Simbalora, and deruige has also a penalty from 2.7 seconds. So that can be the decision for the podium. And it looks like Callum made somewhere a mistake, or he had to turn down the mapping because he's almost empty. The deruige is also almost empty. All cars are almost empty except of Buddy. But we are staying now between these two drivers here. Couldn't see the incident, what happened there with deruige. Then we are looking fast to Buddy 7 when he's driving over the finish lane here. And Buddy 7 over the finish lane, he wins after the sprint race, the main race as well. And here the fight now for position 3. McMillan strong on position 2, and here side by side through the finish, and in the last corner he is losing the 3rd position, and Simbalora is going to the podium. deruige on 4 after the incident, the mistake he made. Callum on 5, and the computer is driving against each other to the cars. And on position 6 also very strong, the Nameless with the 2nd Ferrari. Then Manuel, he has overtaken Mark van Hayes at the end. He's moving his Hyundai to position 7. Then we have on position 8 Mark van Hayes, on 9 we have Rabauke, and on position 10 welcome Darky to the finish. So congratulations to the podium, Buddy, McMillan and Simbalora. So again, we will bring our podium drivers to the podium interview here. So hopefully they have time to come to the podium interview. So here we see the result of the race here. Batty 7 won in front of McMullen in the GTR, then on position 3 in the last corner, Simbalora with the AMG SLS from Mercedes. On position 4 we have the championship leader deruige, then on position 5 we have Callum, then on 6 Nameless, Manuel on 7, Mark van Hees on 8, Rabauke on 9 and on 10 Marky, and again deruige on position 4 finished, and he drove a time from 55.760 as fastest lap here. So, and yeah, we have now the podium interviews with the first 3 drivers of the main race, with the podium of the main race. And yeah, I have only to switch fast the settings here that we can hear the others talking in the party. So guys, we are live now in the stream. I say first congratulations to the podium. I'm starting with Simbalora. Very strong race at the end from you. After deruige made I think he made somewhere a mistake. It looks like he made a mistake. Yeah. After first a question, do you want to make the interview in German or in English? What's better for you?
I think in English, because there are a lot of English speaking guys.
Yeah, you're not loud enough in the party right now. Maybe can you make yourself a bit louder?
I'll try.
Or you have to speak louder then.
Okay. So now better? It's louder now?
Not that much.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe you can make yourself a bit louder, and I will go in the meanwhile to McMullen. Yeah, after your sprint race, let's start with the qualification. You reached the Super Pole, like, yeah, I think we are knowing that the GTR should reach the Super Pole here on this track, because it's one of the fastest cars here on that track. And yeah, you reached the Super Pole, but the Super Pole lap, I think, was maybe you drove not enough on the limits with the soft tires, but still, you had a pretty good sprint race till the point where you lost the car there. What happened there exactly? I think you lost the car there and you crashed into the wall and the sprint race was over. What exactly happened there?
Yes, I had my mistake on Super Pole. I make mistake. I take a penalty, then in first corner make mistake. In sprint race, not bad, but touch grass and fly away.
Yeah, I saw it. Pretty bad luck there. In the trainings, it happened with the. I think I was driving behind Batty in the training, and it happened exactly the same what you had with the Lamborghini. Had exactly the same crash there. But yeah, it happens when you drive so close against each other, and yeah, it happens. It's racing, I would say. Yeah, and then the main race, worked a bit better for you. I think you finished on position 2. What was your opinion of the of your main race?
It was hard, very hard. I tried to catch Barty, but deruige tried to catch me. And it was, no, very funny race. But in the end I have some problem with fuel and try to slow a little. Save more fuel for the finish. If deruige don't make mistake, like I saw, he probably will catch me, I think.
Yeah, but still, I have to say congratulations for the second place. Yeah, the sprint race was unlucky, but that happens in racing. So congratulations again for your second place for the podium in the main race. And then we go directly to, before we go to the winner, Simber, have you, are you a bit louder now?
Yeah, I tried to adjust it, but I don't know if it's...
Yeah, it's okay, I think.
Yes?
Yeah, it's okay,
Fine.
I think. I think you had a pretty decent qualification. You reached the Super Pole, and I think you finished the Super Pole, and I can remember correctly, on position 3.
No, I had a very bad qualification.
Okay.
I didn't reach the times I wanted to reach.
Okay.
And so I think I started 7th or 8th or very far behind. Yeah, but it was better for my strategy because I wanted to do 2 times pit stop, full pit stop. So I just fueled up first to reach the first goal, and I think it was a very good strategy which gave me a push forward.
Yeah, but at the end, position 3, very hard fighting in the last corner with deruige to overtake him. But yeah, at the end, 3rd place.
Yeah,
Congratulations
I had
for the podium.
very good tires. Very good fuel was enough. And I don't know, deruige, he made a mistake, but I didn't see it. Maybe he damaged his car, or maybe the tires were...
He had damage, front damage.
Yeah, and so he couldn't fight really against me, no.
Yeah. So yeah, then congratulations, Simba, for your very good main race, and yeah, very much points now for you as well for the championship. Very good points. So yeah, and Bati, do you want to make it in German or English? Is it okay in English?
I try in English.
Okay. So yeah, what should I say? You, sorry to say it like in that words, but you fucked up the qualification.
Yes.
and yeah, sprint race. Your luck was that because you were not competing all races or all rounds till now. You missed round 1 and 3. Sankru and Red Bull Circus do off work. And yeah, that's the reason why you started so upfront in the grid in the sprint race, because we started in the sprint race for the stream. We start the sprint race with the championship standings turned for League B, and yeah, I think you started on position 3 or 4. I think 3, and yeah, and you could
3.
Yeah, and you could manage to get very fast on position 1, and then yeah, the other drivers had to overtake and had to fight, and you could fly away up front there. And yeah, sprint race position 1 and main race position 1. So what are your opinions, and what is your view of this round here on Monza?
Yes, I must say I have very much trained for this track, on this track. The Super Pole, okay, their tires, I've not trained with it, and I'm drive too carefully. It's I can drive faster than quali,
Yeah.
but sprint race, okay, position 3, a very good start. Then position 1 after first corner, and then could find my speed, and 8 rounds, not so much, and I can push. In the main race, the same. I've started on position 2. I have a very good start. After first corner I was first, and then I could drive the same times at every round. But I have a problem at round 19. My daughter come into my room and had bad dreams. I must go on autopilot, must bring my daughter to bed, then back to wheel and drive
Okay.
so fast I can. That's a very mistake. I'm sorry for that, but that's my child. I hope you are not afraid of this.
I have to say I didn't see it during the stream, so yeah. So okay, then I say congratulations again for your double win here. Big points here on Monza for you. So that what Vettel cannot do in the Formula 1, you could do for Ferrari here in the EGT4M. So congratulations again. And yeah, and then we wanted Callum here as well in the post-race interviews. You reached the Super Pole again, and you had a very bad mistake in the Parabolica in the sprint race, and you went from position 2 or 3 to position 10 in one corner. But you could recover the race very good to the podium at the end. That's the reason why we took you in the post-race interviews as well. And yeah, in the main race, there was a little incident with McMillan. We saw that in the stream as well, but we don't want to discuss that now or something. I only tell what we saw in the stream. And yeah, but still, position 5 at the end for you. So also a very good result. So what were your opinions of this round here in Monza?
Können wir es auf Deutsch machen, Domi?
Ja, kannst du es in Deutsch auch antworten.
Ja, wie gesagt, im Sprintrennen war es so, da wollte ich umstellen aufs Radar, damit ich weiß, wann wer hinter mir ist, beziehungsweise wann ich vorbei bin und reinziehen kann. Und blöderweise habe ich dann in dem Moment schon aufs Radar geguckt, dann war der 150 Meter Schild schon auf vorbei und dann bin ich halt mehr oder weniger geradeaus gestuckt. Und dann sind halt die ganzen anderen an mir vorbei. Dann habe ich halt versucht, so viel wie möglich wieder aufzuholen. Ja, ist mir soweit ganz gut gelungen. Ich denke, es wäre viel, viel mehr drin gewesen. Aber das war einfach eine Sekunde der Unkonzentriertheit wahrscheinlich. Ja, passiert. Ja. That's the game. Ja, und wie gesagt, im Hauptrennen war ein bisschen ein blöder, unglücklicher Unfall. Aber mein Gott, muss ich mir mal in der Wiederholung anschauen, was da genau ausschlaggebend dafür war.
Ja, aber trotzdem am Ende, glaube ich, hat das dann so im Großen und Ganzen hingehauen, wieder Punkte gemacht. Am Ende der Saison gibt es ja auch dann, oder es gibt jetzt schon das Streichresultat, ne? Muss man dann schauen. Jetzt kommen wir dann.
Ja, klar,
Rennen
muss man jetzt mal abwarten.
Ja, genau.
Wie gesagt, ich muss mir mal die Wiederholung anschauen und muss mir das mal angucken, was da genau gelaufen ist. Wie das zu dem Crash kam, weil das war schon ein bisschen komisch. Ich bin sehr, sehr im spitzen Winkel wieder auf die Strecke zurückgefahren, habe extra noch in den Rückspiegel geguckt, beziehungsweise ins Radar hinten reingeguckt und habe nach hinten geschaut. Und dann hat es halt schon einen Schlag getan. Ja, mein Gott, ist jetzt so. Wie gesagt, muss ich mir mal angucken und dann muss man gucken.
Na gut, okay, so. At the end of the stream, I'm announcing also the driver of the day winner from today. We have a voting of 3 votes, 2 drivers. So we have 2 driver of the days today. So Buddy 7 and Callum 719 are our driver of the day here for round 4. Cool. So both are getting 1 point to their championship standing. So congratulations to you 2 drivers.
Ah, cool. Congratulations, Kai.
So yeah, I'm saying again, thank you for competing to all drivers from League B. Thank you to all who are watching every 2 weeks our streams here. I hope you enjoyed the races, and yeah, I'm saying goodbye, and we see us on Thursday on the 8th November. So in 2 days for League A with Makola, with Rotec, with Turismo, Lichi, with Vert John, with Crazy John, and with Splash and all the other League A drivers. So we will get very good action here as well, and again on this track. So I say thank you and good night to everybody, and we see us.
Yes. Thank you for the race and for the comments. Have a nice evening, and we hear us in party in a few seconds.
Yeah. So yeah, then good night to everyone.
Bye.
Personal responsibility.